WLU Psych Music Stream, we are witnessing some amazing action out here. There's this awesome story about changed blindness that Ron is going to fill you in.
Thanks, Brianna. Well, you see here on the Lewis University campus, there's this epidemic occurring where students' cars are getting stolen. And the funny thing is, there's no eyewitness account for it.
Really?
How are students letting this happen? And you were speaking about changed blindness. What is this changed blindness?
Well, I don't know how they're getting away with this. Changed blindness is actually the phenomenon that occurs when a person fails to detect a large change in an object or the scenery, and they just completely don't notice it at all. At first, people thought that it was because of a vision problem, but I still don't understand how these people are getting away with it. How are you going around not seeing these huge changes?
I think I can explain that, Brianna. The thing is, faulty eyewitnesses are majorly the cause of wrongful convictions. Studies have shown that up to 75% of convicted felons aren't actually the felons who committed the crime. And this is because of something called unconscious transference, which is related to changed blindness. And unconscious transference occurs when an eyewitness mistakenly identifies a person as having committed the crime, when in fact the eyewitness had actually encountered the person in another context.
Wow, so if I would have seen you earlier and then gone and seen a crime, I could think that someone like you actually committed the crime?
That's right. That's mainly what happens. People tend to bring attributes of other people onto the actual criminal, and therefore that's why wrongful eyewitness accounts are happening all over the U.S.
Well, here today to help us sort out some of this information and figure out what is going on with this phenomenon is Doc from Chicago. Doc, how are you doing today?
Thank you, I'm doing quite well. Now, as for the problem of changed blindness, it is actually not that uncommon of an occurrence. The problem is that it is not a conscious choice. There's so much sensory information coming into the brain from everyday life that your brain has to sort through all of this information and decide what is important or pertinent to the situation at the time and what really isn't, which is why the facial features or the different aspects of a person you're talking to on the street may not be something that you remember. This basically means that the appearance and features of the people who are stealing the cars is not being remembered by the owner of the car.
That's interesting, Doc, but is there a way someone can lessen their changed blindness and maybe see everything around them?
That right there is the problem. Because it is not a conscious choice that your brain is making, there's no way to really avoid changed blindness. There's so much information that is coming into the brain that it's got to sort through it somehow, and that's how it happens.
So what do we do about all these problems on Lewis? Because I don't want my car stolen, and I want to be able to recognize who steals my car if I see it happening.
Well, the only thing I can think of that you could do is just rely on the security that's here. We all have, there are cameras all over the place, which is really the way to solve this particular problem. Unlike changed blindness, the camera doesn't have a short-term and a long-term memory. Everything is recorded. So check the film and maybe you'll find out who's been doing this.
Oh, good. Because I don't want to blame Ron Jovi because I saw him earlier for my car getting stolen.
Oh, of course not.
We actually have one of our WLU Psych Extreme newscasters at the scene of a crime right now. I'm going to transfer it out to Saul so he can show you live what is happening with changed blindness.
Thanks, guys. Right, we are here live at the scene of the crime where people's cars have been stolen left and right. Supposedly, this is due to some sort of epidemic called changed blindness. It's quite fascinating, really. People don't notice their cars being stolen, and it's quite amusing to see just how people don't notice these things. I'm sorry. Yes, I just got word that we have some actual footage of this happening. Can we show that footage? Okay.
I seriously just I know, right? Like, we were gonna go to the game today, and it just got too cold, so it's just. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Hey, do you guys mind just watching my car movie really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
ahead.
Thanks for washing the car.
No problem. So,
And especially, the sun out today.
it's beautiful. Not. Okay, well, I'm freezing, so. Alright, bye.
Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Are you kidding me?
No, it should be a good show. I'm looking forward to it.
I've never seen it. I was supposed to for my birthday last year. My dad was gonna take me downtown to see it.
Oh, nice.
And it happened.
Oh, too bad. I heard it was a good show.
I know. Well, I mean, you're gonna be in it, so.
I'm hoping, yeah. So,
Yeah. Do you know what role you want or anything?
Yeah, Vice Principal Panch. So, yeah, I get to read
well, I
off
mean,
all
I
the
Hey,
don't-
stuff.
so can you watch my car for me?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, yeah, it'll be fun.
So cool.
Right? Yeah, I was really excited
Oh,
to see it.
thanks for watching my car.
Oh, no problem.
So, it'll be kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, when does that start? Do you know when the show dates are?
I think mid to late April.
My birthday is mid to late April.
Oh, well, you should come see
Birthday
it this
present
year.
for me,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, birthday present. You actually come and see us.
I know, not the one that my dad told me of. So,
That one wasn't.
of course, obviously.
Oh,
Matt
yeah, sure.
Carlson, yeah.
Exactly. Come on, they can do better than that.
There's no two in it, so.
Exactly.
It's good movie. Hey guys, can you watch my car for me? Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for watching my car for me.
No problem.
No problem. I got you. Bye.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, can you guys watch my car really quick for me? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Felix do. Oh, no problem. But yeah, so it's going pretty well. Why don't you ask around? So you guys know like the car broken?
Oh, thanks for watching my car.
Experts agree that change blindness is the main cause of the car robberies. Supposedly there are no eyewitnesses here that were reported. What is happening here is that change blindness is that people ask for their cars to be watched, they go in, then somebody else comes out that's completely different, and they won't even notice who it is.
Can you watch my car for a second, please?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, so somebody goes in, then somebody else completely new comes out who might look similar, who might not. The point is that people don't even know that it's a different person. And because it's a different person, that person steals a car and they drive away, and that's how the robberies happen. It's quite astounding how this happens, like...
Hey, thanks for watching my car.
Yeah, no problem. It's quite astounding how this happens, like... You would think you'd be able to notice small changes, like you'd be able to tell if it was a completely different person or not. It's quite astounding, really. Well, anyway, back to you guys.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but did you just see that? I'm pretty sure he was just a victim of change blindness.
Well, that seems like great input, Doc, but it looks like we're out of time. So from everyone here at WLU Psych Extreme News,
I'm Brianna. Stay classy.
and I'm Ron Jovi, and that's how the cookie crumbles. Bye!